Hello, hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to this live session with the energetic EJ and the mini energetic EJ. I am super, super, super duper delighted to be here today to share this moment. Like for me, this is a beautiful moment that I do not take for granted at all. Um, okay, so it feels like I'm hearing an echo. I don't know why. Um, so if you're live, if right now you can see that you hear me working right. But I'm hearing echoes. Oh my God. Um, please, anybody who is online, can you chat, can you drop a message that I know that you can hear me clearly? Sorry, guys. So there is an echo I'm hearing. Like as I'm talking now, I'll now hear the echo afterwards after I've said something. So I need to be sure that at least you can hear me so that when I keep quiet, I just need to monitor this. Please, if you're online, can you please just let me know you can hear me so that I can just go on. But anyways, okay. Oyelami Olufunke, thank you so much for the feedback. So my voice is coming back after a few minutes. So please, I'll just go ahead and try to ignore it. I think it's probably the earpiece I'm using. All right, welcome to this session. This is the energetic EJ, and I'm so delighted because this is this is a very this is a very fantastic experience for me. I am super excited that I'm doing this with my son. So, yes, all right. I'm just hearing what I said since. Hold on. Ah, I figured it out. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the feedback. So basically, my YouTube is live on another tab. So that's where I'm hearing the echo from. Oh, I was wondering like what's going on. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Please do well to share this link with your friends and just be here. Please, I need support for my son. Like I don't even know whether I need support, but I need support for him. This is so bold. This is courageous of him to say, you know what, mom, I want to teach something to your audience. And I do not take this moment for granted at all because it's not every day that we get this. But this is also, I feel like this is the beginning of something great, of a sweet collaboration that is going to be happening between myself and my son. And so I do not take it for granted at all. I gave him the topic and he has gone to do his research and is going to be sharing what he has learned with us today. And after his session, we're just going to have a Q&A session, together. So we want you to be a part of that conversation. And as you join, please tell us where you're joining from and type in the comment section. Just engage with us so that we know you're here, you're listening, and you're getting value. Okay. So the topic of discussion today is how to deal with imposter syndrome. And that's what God's purpose with Akada is going to be sharing with us today. So I'm going to leave the stage very soon. I'm going to bring him up on stage very soon. We have a little chat, and then he's going to go into his session. He's going to teach what he has learned, and then we will take it from there. So, without further ado, please put your hands together. Before I bring him on board, I need more people here for this moment. This is a beautiful moment. So, I'm just going to share the link again or just say something on my WhatsApp status like we are live. Okay, let me share with somebody that I know will probably support this so much. We are live. So please join us. Please join us. Let me just say something. We are live. We are live. I want more people. I want more people here. I want more people here. I know my boy is nervous. He's nervous, but we are here to support him. We're here to show him love. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yes. Posted. So I'm just going to do it on my second WhatsApp status as well before I bring him on board. Hey. Okay. So let me say we are live again. We are live again. People, we are live again. Everybody come and join us now. Oh, yes, we are live again. Hey, where's my boy? You? All right, guys. So I'm going to be bringing him on board shortly. I just need to post on my WhatsApp status that we are live so that more people can join us here today. This is so courageous of him. And I do not take it for granted at all, at all, at all, at all. So I am out here in an office, so hence the noise you can hear in the background. So just bear with me. Yes. Okay, now it's done. I will see how many people can join. GP, if you can hear me, let me know. I can't see your video anymore. Okay, fantastic. Okay, you're ready? Awesome. So, guys, please put your virtual hands together. Please make some welcome as I bring on stage God's Purpose this Saturday. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So before I leave the stage for you to share what you've learned about imposter syndrome and what you prepared for us today, I just wanted to ask you a question. What inspired you to make this proposal?
Actually, it's I just asked, like I just felt my movements, my body was just let me just take this opportunity and just see how I would do if I was to actually present in front of a crowd. So I didn't know whether my body would be able to carry it and everything. And plus I had a plan to get to you. So you understand.
What was that plan?
I needed data now.
You needed data and you looked for a way to negotiate your way to get data. That is fantastic. First of all, when I saw that, I could not help but smile like, well done, well played. I saw what you did there, well played. But again, for you to have even thought about it, for you to have come up with that strategy, I think it's a great thing. So it means that you are beginning to understand what it means to negotiate. You know you need something and you're looking at, okay, on what grounds do I need this thing, and on what grounds will I get this thing, right? And so you kind of exchange value. You kind of said, you know what, how can I exchange value to get what I want? And so that's like negotiation skills right there. So I really hope that we get better at negotiating and getting the best deal of everything you do. So thank you for being courageous. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, Eunice. Thank you for the feedback. Awesome. Right. So thank you for being courageous enough to ask. And when I answered and said John, you were like, wow, that's quick. Were you expecting me to say no?
No, I knew you say yes.
You knew I would say yes.
I knew.
So when I picked the topic for you, what did you feel?
I've never heard of imposter syndrome before. It was something totally new, so it was just like whoa. And
Fantastic.
even
So
my research,
anyway,
it was just a lot to take in. Not sure how I do, but
okay.
I'll try my best.
Well, yeah, you try your best. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me stop now so that you can have your session and then I'll ask you a question based on your session. All right. So, guys, this is it. This is the session with Osakede Poppers, and he's talking about how to deal with imposter syndrome. Enjoy.
So, hello everybody again. I'd just like to thank you for tuning in to this live stream. My name is Osaka de God's Purpose. I'm EJ's son, and today we're talking about how to deal with imposter syndrome. Actually, I never heard the topic until like 3 days or 4 days ago, but I did my research and it's a lot. First of all, imposter syndrome is, according to a lot of research, is that feeling that you get when you are doing something great, or the more you achieve, the more you feel like you don't belong. They say it's that internal psychological experience of feeling like a fraud or like a phony, or that you don't belong, despite all the successes you have in a particular area or in a particular field that you are an expert in. When you keep feeling self doubt, even in areas where you know that I'm okay at, you keep feeling that self doubt that I can't do it or I don't belong here, even though you are a pro at what you do, or you have mastered the field that you are learning in. There are types of imposter syndrome. First, we have the perfectionist. The reason for imposter syndrome mostly it deals with mostly perfectionism, because human beings, or most or some human beings, put they give themselves a higher standard than what they don't assess themselves enough to know their capabilities, their surroundings, and their characteristics, or what can make them achieve such goal. Setting a high goal is not bad, but setting a goal that is impossible for you to meet at your current state, that's what you are trying to do, is just not possible. But then perfectionism, you believe that I must be absolutely perfect. When it deals with imposter syndrome, I must be absolutely perfect for me to know that I'm not a fraud or I belong here. And that's impossible because no human being is perfect. Another one is the expert. The second character, the second type of imposter syndrome is the expert. This expert imposter syndrome deals with people that believe that if they do not know everything about a particular, if they don't know everything about a particular field, or they have not mastered what they are learning in, they are not, they don't belong there. They are frauds, or they believe that people will soon find out what their skill set is and then they will send them out of that kind of place. But even then, nobody's human. Everybody's human. Nobody's perfect. Then we have the natural genius. The natural genius imposter syndrome deals with people that believe that they are not intellectually okay, even though they achieve most goals, but the way they believe that until they are higher than everybody else, they are not complete, or they are frauds, or people will kick them out of where they are. Another one is the soloist. The soloist believes that if I do not accomplish something by myself, or I ask for help from other people, I am incomplete, or I am a fraud. I lied to get in my position, I got to my position not by my own strengths, but by the strengths of others. and they will soon find me out. That's their mindset. That's what they believe. And for the super person is somebody that decides that if I am not the hardest worker in an organization, or if I'm not the hardest worker in any society, people will think that I'm a fraud, or I will believe that I'm a fraud because they will want to keep me out, that I'm not the highest, I'm not the hardest, I don't work as hard as everybody else. Now, I'll move on to the characteristics of imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome, yeah, a characteristic is the inability to assess your competence and skills. Now, this deals with the fact that as humans, we should be able to acknowledge what we have learned, what we have gained, as what we've learned, everything that we've worked hard to gain. We should be able to acknowledge it that, okay, I've done something up to this point and I deserve to be praised for that action. Another one is attributing your success to external factors. People in with imposter syndrome, whenever they achieve something great, they put it in their heads, or they believe that it is because of luck or unforeseen circumstances or things that people have done around them, not their own actual work. And that's the wrong mindset. Another one is berating your performance. Sorry, berating your performance. When you berate your performance, it's practically low self esteem or low self efficacy and confidence. When you believe that what people tell me, I cannot be that, or like if, for example, there is an award now, like you are nominated for an award. In the recognition ceremony, you may start to feel like a fraud or like a phony because you think that what they are recognizing me for, I haven't really achieved it. Like I haven't done up to that level. And that's not the case. That's just imposter syndrome in your head. Another one, then we'll be moving on to overachieving. That's what I meant by setting goals that are inachievable with your current state. Overachieving is not necessarily a bad thing. No, it is a bad thing because to achieve something, you set a high goal to achieve to achieve, but that high goal is something that you are capable of or something that you believe you can do. Please.
Okay, so the lights is back on. Thank you. I don't know about you guys, but if you're here and you're watching this and something is dropping like it's making sense, please drop a comment, please. Please, 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 please drop a comment. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, go on, please.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we'll move on to overachieving. As I said, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but setting goals that are inachievable at your current level is not good because you will try and keep on trying, and that leads to over preparedness or you thinking that because of you practiced, like for example, you had a class presentation now. The only reason that you think you survived that class presentation is because of the fact that you rehearsed overnight, you studied, you memorized everything, and then you just come out and just say it. If you don't, that's the um impact of imposter syndrome, where you feel that if I don't overdo it, I won't succeed. And that may lead to anxiety, which may later lead to depression. And that is not an easy thing to come out of. So moving on to the impacts. Impacts deal with like impacts such as most people believe that imposter syndrome is not something that bad. It's not necessarily, it's not a diagnosable sickness, it's not an illness that can be treated, but it can be helped. But imposter syndrome, most people believe that it helps to motivate some people to do what they will normally not do, like to do higher than expected. But then this also leads to anxiety, depression, feeling of sadness, not even connecting with others anymore. And that is a problem because in this life, you need to move with others for you to succeed. Okay, so if you are feeling, I want to give you what what will make you realize if you have imposter syndrome. According to research, 82% of the world or the people in the world have experienced imposter syndrome at least once in their lifetime, at least once, because there is a point you get to, especially when moving to new settings or entering new places, new organizations, new works, where you think that if because this person is succeeding more than I am not good enough or I am a fraud. That's sign of imposter syndrome. But it affects more people than others. Signs you do not do you if you want to know if you have imposter syndrome, whenever you just take a look at yourself and ask yourself, do I, me as I am, let me use my name, I or the God's purpose, do I downplay my own experience? Do I believe that others are better than me? No, there will be others that are better than you, sure. But do I believe that because of they are better than me, I am a liar or I don't belong here? Another one is, do I attribute my success to external factors? Like I said, where you are now is not a product of what others did to you or what others are doing for you. It's not, okay, let me not say it's not only a product of that, but it's also a product of your own efforts. You need to believe that I strive to be where I am now, and I believe that I deserve the kind of praise that people are actually giving me. Another one, we're moving on to the causes of imposter syndrome. The causes of imposter syndrome, they are not much, but it can be because of personality. Personality in the sense that you have low self-esteem. Low self-esteem comes as you believe that I'm not good enough. That is a basic meaning of low self-esteem. I'm not good enough. I don't have as much strength or I don't have as much reason to succeed or I don't have as much traits or good characteristics as the other person. And this comes by comparing yourself with others. No human being is alike. You have to stop comparing yourselves with others. It's good to learn or to emulate from others, but it's not good to compare yourselves to them because no human being is the same. Personality, that's low self-esteem and low confidence. We have family upbringing. In some families, they believe that some families they believe that if you don't go like there are some parents that set goals that are higher than the children's level of understanding or the children's level of knowledge. And those children strive and strive and strive, regardless of whatever issues they are facing. They strive to impress or to excel at things that they will normally not do. And this can lead to a lot of anxiety because you just, "Oh, I'm ready, I'm ready, I must do it, I must do it. If I don't do it, this will happen, something like that." So, as for imposter syndrome, me myself, I don't know when I would have experienced it, but I believe that it is real because there are people I know that they feel as though they are not enough or what they have achieved is not okay. They don't have enough self-confidence in themselves. And this does not help you at all because there are some places that you need to affirm yourself that yes, what I have achieved is real. And yes, what I have gotten up to this point, I deserve it. Not because of what people are doing for me, but because of how of all my efforts, because I put a lot of effort into it. Now let's move on to how to cope with it, or the main reason how to deal with imposter syndrome. The first thing is to share your feelings. Sharing your feelings is not it's not an easy thing. As easy as it sounds, it's not easy to tell somebody about how you feel or how you feel like you are not enough. It's not easy. It's like you have to find the right person or you have to find people that are like you, people that will understand, or even a therapist. But I suggest people that are closer to you. Tell them how you feel, share your opinions about certain things. And the more two of you move together, or the more all of you move together, the more you will start to feel better about yourself because there is no how. When you realize that there are other people that are suffering from the same thing, you will start to gain enough confidence to start to speak out to affirm yourselves. Yes. Another one is to assess your abilities. This assessing of abilities is the main reason, the main cause for imposter syndrome is when you believe that I don't have the ability to do this or I'm incapable of doing something. And that's wrong. We are humans. We have the ability to evolve. We have the ability to learn. Whatever thing we put our minds to, whatever we determine to do, we can do. So when you say assess your abilities, just look at yourself. I believe that, and look at what you can do. There are some times that you know that you are better than others in a particular field. So just why don't you just leave it? Why don't you just cancel out all the other thoughts of I'm not good enough for this, I'm not ready, I don't deserve such praise. You have to cut out those thoughts because your abilities speak louder than what you are actually feeling. If you believe in yourself that yes, what I've done, all the things I've learned up to this point is relevant, then you can cancel out imposter syndrome out of your life. Another one is stop comparing. Yeah, there are a lot of people I know that do this. They compare themselves with others. Just because this person is better than you doesn't mean you have no room to grow or to even surpass that person. You don't even need to think that somebody is better than you. Yes, there are sometimes that you will believe that, yes, okay, this person, he has done this and he has done that. But you can also do it. Isn't not human like us? We have the ability to evolve, we have the ability to grow. So we need to stop comparing ourselves with others. We can learn from others, but we should stop comparing and then refuse to hold on to these thoughts. Whenever the thought of what are you doing here? Do you belong here? Do you feel like what you have done now it makes sense? Just fight against it, challenge it because you need to know after you've assessed your ability, you need to know that yes, I belong here. What I'm doing is help. What I'm doing is relevant. Yes. Thank you. That is what I mean to deal with. That's what I believe you can use to deal with imposter syndrome. Now, I'd like to give you some affirmations. Affirmations are things that you say to yourself that you say it daily or you say it from time to time just to help you believe that, okay, I'm not somebody that is lower than another person. I'm equal to others. I'm doing better. The first one is I am trusting the timing of my life. You can't have the same timing as everybody else. People grow at different rates. And the first one is I am trusting the timing of my life. The second one, I trust in my purpose and in my innate power to be where I am. This is trying to say that I trust, like, I believe that where I am right now is where I'm supposed to be. And I still have the ability to go further or not come down. I'll say it again. I trust in my purpose and in my innate power to be where I am. Another one is I am doing the best that I can with what I have. When I said that setting goals that are higher than what you can achieve, it's not bad, but setting goals that are too high or putting it that places that you can't achieve it at the current level that you are, that's what this is trying to say. I am doing the best I can with what I have. And tips to practice to help cancel out these thoughts of imposter syndrome. You have compassion for yourself. That means be kinder to yourself. It's not everything that you can there's a particular area that you will succeed in, there's a particular area that you will be able to pass or to excel in. So be kinder to yourself. Give yourself positive thoughts. It's not always negative thoughts or it's not always negative feelings that you're supposed to feel. Another one is challenge the thoughts of negativity or challenge thoughts of imposter syndrome when they come and they ask you. Your mind will be telling you that do you really belong here or do you think what you have achieved up to this point is enough? It may not be enough, but it doesn't mean that you need to stress yourself or you need to be anxious or lead yourself into the road of depression, because depression is not an easy thing to come out of. And lastly, you have to express the emotions you feel with people. That's what it means to share your feelings. It's not an easy thing to do, like I said. It's not easy to share your feelings. But once you find the right person or you find the right people that you move with, whenever you free yourself with them, you start to feel better and better. And at some point, you realize that you're already growing in both confidence, self-esteem. Thank you.
Oh my God.
I hear you.
I love you, baby boy. I'm so proud of
Your
you.
sound, your sound, your
I am
sound.
so. You can't hear me. You can't hear me. Are you serious? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No, you can't hear me still.
Eh,
Hold on, 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 hold on. Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, but it's now low.
I can hear you.
You can hear me now.
Yes.
Fantastic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I am so proud of you, my baby boy. I am so, so, so proud of you. You did well. You did your research. You delivered so well, so confidently. I am super proud of you. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. So when you were doing this research and thinking about it, what was going through your mind? Were you looking were you beginning to place, some people that you know to say, so this is why these people are behaving. What was going through your mind when you were doing your research?
Actually, it was most of my friends or my classmates that came into my head that this person believes that this one is better than this one, or but you don't know that you have the innate ability in yourself to grow, and you can do better. You can surpass your own limits and you can surpass their own achievements.
Hmm. And that kind of tells also into the growth mindset, right? The
Yes,
fact that you can always learn something. So if you desire a thing, you don't need to feel bad because somebody else has it now, because you also have the capacity to get it. You just need to put in the same work that they put in, or put in more work that they are putting to be able to get, what they want. So when you talked about one of the things you shared on how to combat or deal with imposter syndrome is to share. And you kept saying that it's not easy to share your feelings with people. What's your
yeah.
take on that? Why do you think that is?
Actually, I don't. I have this experience with people that it's not easy for them to just say what is on their mind, because they believe
Mm,
that what they say now can be used against them, or it will be
mm,
used as a weapon against them. So for them to share their feelings with a person, it means that they have absolute trust in that kind of person.
mm,
That's why I say it's
mm.
better to move with close friends and people that will make you feel better in yourself, not people that will degrade you or
Or
make you feel
criticize
bad.
you or make you feel bad. Mm. So that also tells in picking when you're picking your friends or your close circle, you need to pick people who you can be open with, you can be vulnerable with without feeling like they're judging you. People who will not judge you, but who will kind of understand what you're going through and show support to you, right? Fantastic. So overall, how do you rate this experience for you? Is this something you would like to do again?
I would love to do it again. I don't mind. I made a lot
You
of
don't
mistakes,
mind.
but
Which
I'll brush
mistake did you make?
uh I feel myself making mistakes, but I'll brush up next time. I'm only better.
Awesome. I believe you. I believe you. And I hope that, that soon will be soon. I guess that will be till after exams, right? No, we will wait. We will
Yeah.
wait. We will wait. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
going ahead to do the research. Thank you for not even saying no to the topic, even though you've not heard about it before. Because I was like, you were like, what was that? But still, like, you know what, I will research, and I'm glad. I hope you learned something as you did the research on this topic.
Actually, I
So
learned a lot.
would you be able to so you mentioned that some you feel like some of your friends have this imposter syndrome thing, right? Do you think you would do you feel like do you feel like you are in a position now, would you be able to talk to them about it, to share with them
I,
about it and make them like
if they are willing and if I'm able to gain their trust, enough trust for them to share their feelings with me, I will be able to do that.
okay, so it's basically you're saying that if they are not at that place where they can open up to you that this is how they are feeling, you don't feel like it's a topic you want to broach, right, with them. So you don't think that there is a way you can speak to somebody that you feel has this thing, and so you're not pointing to them like you have imposter syndrome, but you're just maybe telling them, have you heard about imposter syndrome before? Do you
Yes,
understand?
it
Like
will
just
make
have
them
the
realize by themselves.
by themselves, exactly. So it's basically the way you shared with us today now. For anybody who is watching this video who have not thought about imposter syndrome before, at least they've gotten an idea. They now know that it's a concept that exists. Like you said, oh, I don't know if I have experienced it yet, but I know it is real because I think I've seen the traces in other people. So that means people who are watching this now and were not aware before, they are now aware. So they can now probably go and research and then diagnose themselves to say, is this why I always do this? Is this why I always do that? And then they can start to work on it. So I'm just saying that if you feel like some of your friends have it, just you're not pointing it to them that, oh, you have imposter syndrome. You're just having a conversation like, guys, during the holiday, you know what? I did something and I shared this and I just feel like I want to tell you guys about it. What do you think? Right? Because again, when they are aware of the concept, it can make them or it can encourage them to go and search about it. And
Yeah,
then they would know, yeah, what it is. And then if they have it, they can deal with it. Because honestly, I have imposter syndrome. Yeah, so I have imposter syndrome. And like you said, it happens especially when I'm getting to a new level or when I've achieved something
they are
huge.
transitioning
And
into something, or when you're achieving something great, about to achieve
yeah,
something.
yes, is it that about to achieve something great, you're about to get into something new, or I've just achieved something great and I feel
Yeah.
like, is that even
Is that enough?
what did I
What
do?
you have
Is that
to learn?
enough? Yes, 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 yes. But thank you so much for sharing. I'll go and watch it again because you said some things that didn't even though I've been looking at you know, um, the concept of imposter syndrome. There are some things you shared that I'm hearing from you for the first time. And so thank you so much for putting in the
Thank you
work
for
and doing the research and sharing it. God bless you. I love you, baby. Mwah.
helping
I
you
love
too.
you. Thank you so much. Take
And
care. All right,
yeah,
guys, this conversation hopefully one day soon. My son's currently in his final year, so right now he's going to go back to school and focus on his exams, his jam, and everything. But once it's done, we are going to resume something together. I know that we're going to be collaborating a lot because he's also a fitness enthusiast, and I'm a fitness enthusiast as well. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff together once he's done with his education, his secondary education. So watch out for that. But thank you so much for being here today. If you're watching this replay, please drop a comment to the comment section, give a word, just send some encouragement and all of that. We appreciate you, and you will hear from us together, collaborating together again soon. But for now, this is goodbye. Take care. Bye.